day, everyone. I am Dayan Zara Gabriel Camniere, a student from BS Sned 1, and I am here to do a social experiment asking random people about what is instructional adaptation and how can we apply it in our daily lives. But before that, what is instructional adaptation? Instructional adaptation are adaptations that we change for instructing our certain students. For example, you have a disabled student, so as a teacher, you have to adjust to that student's need. Now, I have my partner, Mary Kyla, to explain furthermore why instructional adaptation is important.
Hi, I'm Mary Kyla Di Luzano, and for me, instructional adaptation is important because for you as a teacher, you should be able to adjust and accommodate all diverse students for them to be able to learn properly and to improve. Thank you.
Miss, excuse me. Pwede mo ask a question?
Para sa unsa ni sa TikTok?
Dili, para ni kay Teacher G, among SNED for teacher. Okay ba mo ask a question?
Sige, go.
Sige, perfect. So, my question for you is, if you have a student who is visually impaired and you prepared an activity that has visual aids, how can you meet the needs to your student?
Okay. As a teacher, I believe I will be aware already that I have a student who is visually impaired. So therefore, it is now an initiative to me that whenever I give an activity or discuss a topic, I should be able to accommodate my students' needs or that visually impaired students' need. For example, when I discuss or maybe give an activity, and aside from giving visual aids for my regular student, I will also provide an auditory or an audio instructional material to meet the needs of that visually impaired student.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Perfect! Thank you! Hello! Hi! What's your name?
My name is Emily.
I'm Javelin.
Okay, hi. I am Zaire and I am here to ask a question for you. Is it alright?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is about instructional adaptation. Are you aware of it?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so can you give us an example where instructional adaptation is evident?
I think another example where instructional adaptation is evident. It's like there's a student in a classroom that has a visual impairment and find it difficult to see what is written in the board. So the teacher will provide a pre-recorded instructions to accommodate that student's needs.
Or like this teacher will provide a modified instruction for that specific students or kanang giving a pre-recorded instruction, or during the activities the teacher could use sensory materials for that students.
All right, thank you so much for giving your time. See you.
Hi, can we ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know what instructional adaptation is?
Yes, instructional adaptation are changes that teacher make to the classroom environment that provides students equal access to the curriculum, and it includes accommodation as well as modification, which are changes to actual learning.
Okay, thank you. Follow-up question. Can you give us a scenario?
Oh, a scenario. Oh, a student with hearing problem is seated far behind next to the door, and she raises a question on her teacher on she can't hear the discussion clearly because there are noises outside, the door is open, and it is difficult for her to concentrate. So the teacher finds a way by closing the door and telling the students to speak one at a time, and that particular student who raised the question, the one with a hearing problem, she will be moved near the board where she will be able to hear the discussion clearly.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Hi, excuse me. Hello. Is it alright if I I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. So my question for you is, I have a scenario. So like any student with visual impairment, Jace is unique in his challenges and in abilities. He has individualized needs and desires that should be assessed and considered when planning adaptation. So how can you, as a teacher, help this student?
In this case, the teacher shall be more descriptive in their instructions. Why? Because rather than just showing assignments, project in visual forms, the teacher shall demonstrate in a way that the students can understand and participate in the classroom.
So, like for example, rather than telling the student, Jace, can you complete or solve the equation or the problem on the board? So the teacher will demonstrate it thoroughly in order for them to analyze and perform the problem.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Hope to see you. Hello, excuse me.
Oh, hi.
What's your name?
My name is Riza from BSN 1A.
My name is Gwen Mir from BSNAD 1A.
Hi, so my name is Zar, and is it alright if I ask you a question?
Oh, yes, sure.
Yeah. So my question is, do you know what instructional adaptation is?
I have small insight about it. So yeah, as what I have understood about instructional adaptation, yeah. So I think it is the changes or the adjusting of the teachers make, like nagbuhat og adjustment ang teacher in a classroom environment so that it could provide or accommodate the needs or the needs of students. Yeah. Sorry.
And then can you explain to us why is it important?
Yes, it is important. Why is it important? So just like what Riza said, it is the adjustment of the learners. And so, more of an alternative way ganin teaching.
Can you give us an example about instructional adaptation?
One example about is like just Riza don't understand math, like in addition. So addition. So kanang I'll give him an alternative way of teaching using this popsicle sticks. Okay, Riza, can you do it? 4 plus 2, go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is
6. So it is the alternative way in addition. So we use something like popsicle sticks or even fruits or colors.
Thank you so much for participating. See you soon.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi,
Can we ask you a question?
Of course.
Okay, so you're a teacher, right? You to be. Okay, so as a teacher in a classroom, how can you apply instructional adaptation?
So one of the most significant challenge of the teachers is catering to diverse learning styles of the students.
Yes.
So for me, as a future teacher, I can adapt the instructional adaptation to accommodate the diverse learning styles of the students. This may include visual aids such as diagrams, charts, videos, as well as let's say hands-on activities and group work.
Okay. How about you?
So having a successful inclusive classroom depends upon delivering, or upon having control of your classroom. So it is essential to have clearly communicated expectations and goals that are accessible to all students. So your classroom environment should be tailored to better suit diverse students or students with other needs. So with students and specialists input, create a checklist or action plan for students. So speaking to students privately about their concerns about the topic or the subject, or checking in with students while they work is an example of these.
Okay, thank you guys. That's a really good answer. Bye.
What are you listening to?
Hi, I'm listening to Hype Boy by New Jeans.
'Cause I know what you like, boy. You might